Most people spend too much on a graphics card, or not enough. Let's fix that. Tier 1, $100, Survival Mode. This is the lowest level for a dedicated graphics card. At around $100, expectations must stay realistic. Cards in this range are usually several years old and based on outdated technology. They offer limited memory, slow speeds, and very basic processing power. These cards are not built for demanding tasks. The goal is simple: make things run, not run well. For gaming, 1080p is technically possible, but only with aggressive compromises. Textures must be low, shadows and most effects disabled, and advanced lighting turned off. Esports titles and older games run reasonably well because they scale across weaker hardware. You might see 40 to 60 frames per second in lighter games, but performance is rarely stable. Frame drops and short freezes are common. Modern AAA games are far more demanding. Detailed environments and high-resolution textures quickly fill limited memory, causing stuttering and sharp frame rate drops. Smooth gameplay becomes unlikely during intense scenes, and input delay may become noticeable under load. Now here's the real question: is saving $200 today worth replacing the card next year? For video editing, basic 1080p work is manageable. Simple timelines run fine, but once multiple tracks or effects are added, playback becomes inconsistent and preview resolution may need to be lowered. Export times are significantly longer, and 4K editing usually requires proxy files. In 3D work, scenes must remain simple. Higher polygon counts reduce responsiveness, and large textures can cause slowdowns or crashes. Rendering takes much longer due to limited compute power. Basic modeling is possible. Detailed professional scenes are not. This tier suits tight budgets, backup systems, or temporary use while saving for stronger hardware. Tier 2, $300. Entry level, 1080p. At around $300, graphics cards become noticeably more capable. They offer improved architecture, faster memory, and enough VRAM for everyday gaming and creative tasks. This tier delivers stable 1080p performance without constant tweaking. Gaming at 1080p medium settings runs smoothly in most modern titles. Many games exceed 60 frames per second at high settings, while competitive titles often surpass 120 frames per second. Frame pacing improves significantly, making gameplay smoother and more predictable. Advanced lighting still requires moderation, but stability is far better. This is where frustration turns into usability. Video editing becomes reliable. 1080p projects with multiple tracks and light effects run smoothly. Hardware encoders speed up exports. 4K editing becomes possible with optimized settings or proxy workflows, though full resolution playback may still require minor compromises. In 3D applications, medium detail scenes work comfortably. Moderate polygon counts and mid-resolution textures fit into memory without issue. Viewport navigation feels smoother, rendering times are shorter, and basic animation workflows run without major slowdowns. This tier covers what most users actually need, and where many realize they didn't need to spend more. Tier 3, $500. The 1080p sweet spot. At $500, performance reaches a level that satisfies most users for years, and often represents the best balance between cost and performance. 1080p Ultra settings run smoothly across nearly all games. 1440p. Gaming at high settings becomes realistic, often staying between 60 and 100 FPS, depending on the title. Competitive gaming feels responsive with stable frame times and low input delay. Modern upscaling technologies boost performance while maintaining strong image quality. This is where performance stops feeling like a compromise. Video editing moves from workable to comfortable. 4K projects with multiple layers run smoothly with GPU acceleration. Scrubbing remains responsive even with moderate effects, and export times are significantly shorter. In 3D work, more complex scenes become practical. Higher resolution textures and denser models fit into memory. Rendering is noticeably faster, and simulations complete more reliably. From here on, you're buying refinement, rather than new capabilities. Tier 4, $900, entry 1440p. At $900, graphics cards shift toward higher resolutions and heavier workloads. Increased VRAM and faster memory allow larger projects without immediate limits. 1440p Ultra settings run smoothly in most modern games. 4K gaming becomes possible with balanced settings or upscaling. Ray tracing performs reliably and can be used without extreme frame drops. At this level, weaker CPUs or poor cooling can limit performance. This is the tier where your monitor finally feels justified. For video editing, 4K timelines with multiple effects and color grading run smoothly in real time. Export times continue to decrease thanks to stronger parallel processing power. In 3D production, larger scenes load without memory errors. Extra VRAM prevents crashes from overloaded textures. Rendering completes faster, and advanced lighting setups become easier to manage. This tier focuses on sharper visuals and stable performance under load. Tier 5, $1,500, 1440p Ultra. At $1,500, performance approaches workstation level. Gaming at 1440p Ultra with high refresh rates becomes standard. 4K Ultra runs with minimal compromise. Ray tracing performs consistently and frame rates remain stable with proper cooling. This is where gaming becomes effortless. Video editing supports 6K and 8K projects with layered timelines and heavy effects. GPU acceleration significantly reduces render times, and large projects remain responsive under demanding workloads. For 3D professionals, detailed scenes with advanced lighting run reliably. Rendering scales well with increased core counts, and simulations like particles and fluids run more smoothly. At this point, time saved becomes productivity gained. Tier 6, $3,000 plus. No compromise. At $3,000 and above, graphics cards move fully into professional territory. They are built for maximum power and large memory capacity. 4K Ultra gaming with high refresh rates becomes effortless. Advanced techniques like path tracing are possible, and the GPU rarely becomes the bottleneck. This isn't just about gaming anymore. It's about production capability. In video production, complex 8K projects with heavy effects run smoothly in real time. Export times are dramatically shorter even for large files. In 3D work, extremely detailed scenes and complex simulations run reliably. Rendering performance supports studio-level and high-volume production environments. And here's the final truth. If you don't instantly know why you need this tier, you probably don't.